Alright, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kudash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of GMS, and to the elect, doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Shalawam. This is Nazar Khad, GMS Precepts here, and a few articles here. This is from MSNBC. Is it? Yeah, CNBC. It says here, I got some economic news, which is always, as far as recently, has been bad. It's been bad news, you see, which it's been prophesied. All right, it's been prophesied. Bad times we're gonna take place here in America, and it's not, and the financially is not going to be exempt. Right, it's going to be bad in all phases. Right, the economy, the morals of the people is going to be I mean, if you turn on the news, there's the racial tension is just brewing. There's a big divide going on, not only here in America, but over throughout the whole world. And you can blame Esau for that, but it's the Most High that's allowing these rulers of these nations, the kings of these nations, to do what they do, which is to try to attempt to bring in their NWO at the end of the day, right? But the NWO that's going to take place is not of their own, but it's the Most High's new rulership that He has planned to take over the world, according to prophecy. But anyway, this is from CNBC.com. It says UK faces longest recession since records began. Bank of England says, right? So this economic turmoil isn't just going to happen in America. It's going to happen throughout the whole world, because their end game, if we know their end game, which their end game is an MOTB, how are they going to go about doing it? They're going to destroy and destabilize all the current monetary systems. And their solution, right, which is from their playbook, Order Apkeo, right? Order out of chaos. Their solution is going to be a new monetary system, which is going to be a digital currency. They're going to do away with the paper. They're going to do away with the current currency as of today, and their solution is going to be a digital currency, because they're going to argue it's safer, it's stronger, it's more convenient. You see, let's just use a digital currency, okay? And they're also going to sell the point of, you know what? Not only let's do away with cards. You see, where the people are already used to using Apple Pay and tapping things with their phone. How about you just implant this device in you, and not only does it have your money in there, it has all your records. You see? Anyway, so it says UK faces longest recession since records began. Bank of England says. The Bank of England, and I'll leave these articles in the description. It says the Bank of England said Thursday that the UK is facing its longest recession. Longest recession since records began. Since records began. I gotta highlight the good stuff here. The central bank described the outlook for Britain's economy as very challenging, noting that unemployment would likely double during the country's 2-year slump. The BOE raised interest rates by another 75. By an historic 75 basis points Thursday, its largest hike in 33 years. Oh, that's a high satanic number for them too. 33. I think there's 33 degrees. I bet you there's something there. London, the Bank of England warned Thursday that the UK is facing its longest recession since the records began, with the economic downturn expected to extend well into 2024. Right now, we're reaching the end of 2022. We're approaching 2023. It went by real quick. Days shall be shortened. Central bank described the outlook for Britain's economy as very challenging, noting that the unemployment will likely double to 6.5 during the country's 2-year slump. So they expect 2 years of this, and it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Lord willing, we're in the kingdom by fucking 2024. Next article, let me see here. I got here. This is from Zero Hedge. It says what? New car sales, new car loan rates set to hit 14-year high as affordability crisis worsens. Auto loan interest rates are rising, have hit the highest since 2019, and will soon jump to 14-year highs. New data from Edmunds showed the average annual percentage rate for a new car loan was 6.3% in October, the highest since 2019. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates Wednesday again by 75 basis points for the fourth straight meeting in an unprecedented move. The move since the early 1980s to the most. I'm sorry, I'm reading fast because I'm getting excited for all this terrible news of our economy, right? Because that's all part of prophecy, right? It's how the inhabitants of Maktesh, right? The most since the early 1980s to quell rampant inflation. This means the federal funds rate will have a new range of 3.75 to 4%, the highest level since 2007. See, it's a constant theme, right? You constantly see, oh, it's the highest level since this. It's the highest in 12 years, the highest in 14-year highs, and this, and it's bad. We're breaking records as far as how bad the economy is. Average financing rates now: new cars 6.27%, used cars 10.33%. This is the average rates for buyers. New cars are 6%. Used cars, I remember used cars was around 6%, and new cars were lower than that. It was like 4% or 3%, something like that. So these numbers are like doubling. You see? And then if you put on the news, let's go here. Look at this. Anytime you hear all financial news is bad news. Amazon freeze, lift layoffs, mark new phase of tech industry. Amazon freezes corporate hiring on uncertain economy. Stripe cuts headcount by 14%, prepares for leaner times. PayPal sees slowdown in spending, crimping annual revenue. Any you know what? Let's go here. Any economic news? What is it? Is bad news. It's bad news. BOA tells investors to rein in expectations for hikes. You see? Rein in your expectations. Look at this. Carvana sinks. This is the economy news on the economy or economics on Bloomberg. Carvana sinks on earnings miss. Bleak outlook on used demand. It says Expedia bookings miss estimates as inflation squeezes customers. Come on, man. And then you got certain things. DoorDash beats estimates as inflation isn't stopping takeout. Okay. You got certain things that are going to be doing good. I mean, certain DoorDash, those livery things aren't doing bad. Amazon, they're not doing bad, but a few companies are the exception. The whole economy is in turmoil right now, and you can see that. I'm just turning on, I'm looking in the economics section, and you can see that, right? But this is all prophecy, and it all the point of it is what is leading to the MOTB. All roads lead to the MOTB, the C-HIP. All right? But like I said, I'll leave these articles in the description box. Don't want you brothers and sisters were edified. Until next time, shalawam.